happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. But we back. Here we go. Let me see if I can get my brother Ish to pass this out. So we back, family. I ain't sure what happened, but I'm gonna try to see if we can get back into the conversation at least for a little bit. You know, we was looking good. It just dropped out. I don't know what happened. I'm about to send the link to Brother Malik. I'm gonna send it back. Send it back to Brother Malik. Let's see. So we live. Let me see. So family, I don't know who's in here. Give me a minute. It went down on me. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't have a clue what just happened. Because I was just going to break down. I was going to just break down what it is to be Moorish, but I'm gonna answer some questions. I'm gonna answer some questions real quick. So I don't know how that happened, family. Hey, trust me on this one. Um, so anyway, so listen. So let me just break down for a second. When we looking at more, let me give y'all, and I'm gonna just use something quick, real quick, because I didn't develop a lesson for this, but I can really give you basically some understanding real quick. And it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much for me to give you a quick lesson on this, where we can read between the lines, where the European has designated a name for us, and we, okay, here we go. So I'm going to show y'all this real quick. The European has designated a name for us, in other words, and we take that name, which is black, Negro, colored. And then people may say, well, what do more mean? Now, I'm going to just show real quick, and I mean, you got to go to a library. Some of this stuff ain't going to be on the internet. You have to go to a library to really see what we're talking about, when you're looking up stuff. But I'm going to just use, all I can use right now, because I'm on the fly, I can use Wiki, and y'all can do a read. Y'all can follow it up, So y'all can follow it up. So when you look at the history, it say during the classical period, the Romans interacted with and later conquered parts of Mauritania. Now you have to understand where Mauritania is at. Mauritania, some people would say, was right where Morocco is at. Y'all understand this? It was where Morocco was at. It's not the Mauritania that you see today. It was where Morocco was at. A state that covered modern Morocco. That was Mauritania. Western Algeria and Spanish cities, Ceuta and Melilla. The Berber tribes of the region, which was the Berry people, the Berber tribes of the region was noted in classical literature as Maori, which subsequently rendered as Moors in English. They called themselves Maori. You get it? They called themselves Maori, Mauritania, in English, and related variations in European languages. Maori or Morpi is recorded in the native name by Strabo. The native name by Strabo, meaning this European went to the area where the people that called themselves Maori, and he said that's the native name. I mean, you can't argue this. You can, but you're going to sound a little bit foolish. But you need to go to a real library. You have to go to a real library. You can't go online and listen to SETI and listen to pseudo people and thinking that they're giving you some information that is consistent with history. They're taking European history and they're teaching you European concepts. So when you look at Moori, ancient Mauritania, let me look it up real quick. Let's have a quick lesson. Let's go ancient Mauritania map. When you look at the map of ancient Mauritania, we're going to pull it up real quick. When you look at the map of ancient Mauritania, and I'm going to pull it up for you real quick. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali says this, family. When you look at the map of ancient Mauritania, this is it. This is it right here. The map of ancient Mauritania is right here at the top of the map of Africa. Now listen to what the Prophet Noble Drew Ali says in the Holy Quran of the Moor Science Temple of America, page number 3. In later years, they formed themselves kingdoms. These kingdoms are called today Morocco, Algiers, Tunis, Tripoli, etc. These are all kingdoms at the top of the map. So family, let's not get it twisted. We are not redefining Moor. We are not redefining Moor. We are returning Moor back. We are not redefining Moor. So I mean, honor to my brother who said to redefine black, but we're not redefining Moor. We're returning Moor. That's just like this is not a Turkish phase. We're taking ours back. This is not a Masonic phase. We're taking ours back. And we're bold enough to do it. So we need to understand now. People might say, okay, are we all Moors? That was the question that the brother asked. Are we all Moors? And I say that if the first people, if we can prove that the people migrated out of the Upper Nile Valley, in the first place that they inhabited is North Africa, Tripoli, Tunis, Algeria, Nigeria, and all of this. All we know is Nigeria is an adulteration. But if they migrated out of if they migrated out of the Nile Valley, if we can prove that they migrated out of the Nile Valley and they surfaced into North Africa, the area of Mauritania, and then they spread all the way down the southwestern shores of Africa. And they came out of the Moorish or Mauritania kingdoms. Who are them people? So from one end to the other, what blood runs through them people? They formed themselves kingdoms. When you look at that map again, we're not talking about what we look at today. We're not talking about that. They got the whole top of the map. They got the whole top of the map. You understand what I'm saying? When they left out of, our people left out of ancient Kemet, they claimed the whole top of the map. And then they began to migrate. They begin to migrate the northwest and southwestern shores. Now, if those people named themselves the Maori people when they left Kemet, and they begin to migrate towards South, Central America, on and on and on. And these people was made slaves. These are the same people that was made slaves. Who are those people? Who are we? Who are we? The reason why this is important, the same reason, Mark full of love, the reason why this is important, the same reason why a Greek need to know why he's Greek. The same reason why a person from Spain need to know why he's from Spain. The same reason that a person, come on, man, why this is important? I mean, why this is important? They brought this up. So I just got to clarify. We're going to return back to the show next week. People got things to do. We're going to return back to the show next week. But I'll take any questions. I'll take any questions. Moor is not a European term. Moor is adulteration of the word Maori. And if you want to talk, let's talk about the word ish real quick. Since everybody wants to talk about ish because of pseudo SETI. SETI, I want to do SETI got a GED. You know what I mean? I want to do he got a GED at least. Not saying the GED going to qualify you, but let's see. Let's look at the term ish. Again, family. Again, they listen to pseudo SETI and think he knows something. SETI don't know what he's talking about. SETI is trying to sell himself a couple dollars tickets off of Everbright. That's what SETI trying to do. SETI trying to sell a couple tickets. So when we look at a suffix, family, know how word is. Know what a word is. A suffix used to form adjectives from nouns with the sense of belonging to. British with the sense of belonging to. Ish means you belong to the Brits. Danish, English, Spanish, belonging to Spain. Moorish, belonging to the Moors. After the manner of, having characteristics of. Then it goes on to say like. That's a different context. Babyish. That's a different context. Girlish. Moolish. Bookish. Freakish. That's a different context from Moorish, British, Danish, English, Jewish. That's a different context. Moorish and oldish is not the same thing. Spanish and reddish is not the same thing. Kinda red, that doesn't mean kinda Spanish. That means belonging to, after the manner, having the characteristics of. Man, we got to stop letting people pseudo us, and believe in nonsense. We act like we undereducated or something.
That is absolutely correct, Brother Taharka. And
brother, take it away, brother.
Yes, sir. That's absolutely correct. And that was a very good example that you just used. And I supplied you with my DNA. It's about 4 pages of my DNA, but you're welcome to pull that up, and it's in the forum right now on Facebook for the people to see the characteristics of what makes us who we are, and why we do say that we're Moorish and why we are Moors. You know, the question is asked, why are we Moorish Americans? And the answer is because we are descendants of Moroccans and born in America. And that's true. That's what makes us Moorish Americans, and that's what's taught by Prophet Noble Drew Ali. So as we look at the DNA itself, since we're scientists, we look at the science, and the science shows what makes me who I am. You see Ethiopia on there. There's Tanzania, and there's Somalia, and there's South Morocco, there's Afar Ethiopia, there's North Morocco, there's Algeria, there's Morocco. So that's Morocco 3 times. You have Tunisia, and you have Libya, just as you accurately pointed out on the map. So that's what makes us who we are. You go and you get the analyze of the DNA, and you find out what makes you Moorish. We're descendants of Morocco. These are a part of who we are as far as where we descend from. So I just wanted to back you up on that, just as the map has showed, the Libya, the Tunisia, the Morocco, and the South Morocco. That's who I am, and that's who we are, many of us, to say, look, we back this up with the science. So these are our history.
Absolutely, brother. And again, let me put a little bit more emphasis on what the Prophet Noble Drew Ali said. That, see, what a lot of Moors don't understand, and people outside the Moorish Science Temple of America don't understand, is that the Prophet Noble Drew Ali do a wonderful job of connecting the dots. When he said they formed kingdoms of today, Morocco, Algiers, Tunis, Tripoli, Let's look at it. Where is Tunis? Anybody know? Tripoli? Anybody know? It's in Libya. It's in Libya. So the Prophet Noble Ali is saying that the migration, this is Tuna, this is Tripoli up in Libya. The migration comes out of the Nile Valley. They form themselves kingdoms. Libya, up in Libya, Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, what is Tunisia today, but it was Tunis back then. That was Mauritania. This European put these dividing lines. That was Mauritania. That was the Moroccan Empire. Now, all of these people, Mauritania is down in the blue now. But now all these people migrated. They migrated south. They migrated this way, over the Great Atlantis. These are the Maori people. People, you are the Maori people. In this era of time, we connect to the Moorish. That's just what it is. You can't get away from who you are. You can fight it all you want.